Okay, last but not least, the motivational part. So I'm going to limit us to just using a few different typefaces that I mentioned before. We're going to just use Friday Night Lights or Freshman, and we're also going to use as a second typeface, a simpler one. We'll use um, Century Gothic. And I will help you guys install those on your computers. Now, there's lots of things you can do with type. No, you don't just have to do something as simple as this, but I am going to show you a couple techniques here. Um, there is a ton more if you just go out and look on the web. Um, look for, let's see, sorry, I thought I had a, here's an example. Um, in this example, what you do is you break the text apart into each word. And so each word is made on its own layer, or a line is on its own layer, and changing the shapes of it. You can also do even more than this poster. I just couldn't find a poster that had it, but turn the text sideways, make some big, make some small. You want it to be big and bold, and actually, I think my quick version right here is actually too simple. It's clean, but this should be huge. Like the motivational part should be really big. So go find some posters that do it really well and then mimic them. But here's what we're going to do. I am going to make a new group, and one is going to be my motivational saying. So my saying. And then I'm going to make another new group for my Bible verse. Okay, and I'm going to show you two techniques for this. So first, the motivational saying. Really simply, it's going to be, let's see, success. And then I'm going to make each word separate. So I've got success. Okay. Success is going to be Friday Night Lights. And then I'm going to make it big. And you know what? I'm going to even make it kind of big so it's like a little bit behind him. You know what? And might even be cool. This is play around with this, guys. Have some fun. Oh, what? Don't smash your text. Do never, ever do that. Never. Okay. Let's do it like this. Now, remember, it's got to be inside the margin or it's got to be all the way out. So we're going to keep it inside those blue lines. Okay, like that. And then Alt. And then pull out another one. And this is going to be the word accident. Accident. So using the Alt key, I can quickly make copies. And let's see. Keep that. Notice I'm keeping it inside of my safety area here. Is not an accident. Yeah, that's kind of the same idea there. Kind of like that. And so I put that all inside my saying. Now I can grab my saying, and if I want to, I can make it a little bigger, move it up. So now it's kind of like behind him a little bit. And the good thing about having it all here in a group is if I want to change it in some way, like making a color overlay and putting the light blue over it so it kind of matches him. You see how that happened? I can do that also. I can do that very quickly. And the same thing with my lines. These two should be in a group too. So if I want to make this whole poster like blue, you know, it feels like North Carolina now. I can quickly do those things. Or if I want to change the opacity and like tone something back, you know, and let something be blended into the background. I can do that also. Okay, so the one technique is keep the words separate, and then you can twist them and move them which ways you want. Another technique is first create a shape layer. So here I'm going to use my shape, and if I want my Bible verse, for instance, to fill this shape right here, use my pen tool. And I draw the shape out that I want. And I can always come back and edit this later. And then it's good to have one straight line, so I hold down the Shift key for that. And then curve around through here. So now I've got a shape. What I can do is I can hit this, and I can type inside the shape. So let me go and get my Bible verse. So I'm going to use this one here, and you can just Google and find lots of good inspirational sports Bible verses. And I just paste it inside and select all. I want it to be, this text can be white, and our other typeface is going to be Century Gothic. You can use any of the Century Gothic ones. Let's make this 18 point. Maybe it's too small. 36 point. Too big. Okay, this is where the slider is helpful. Colossians 3, what was that? Whoop, sorry. That's another project. Colossians 23 and 24. 23 through 24. Maybe I can make this a little bit different. Maybe put it italics. I don't know. And then I'm just going to get rid of the shape because I don't need it anymore. And I can still come in and I click on this, and if I want to edit any of the points, I just click on the outside line here, and I can come through and edit these either with this, the direct selection arrow, it's the white arrow, and I can say, I don't really like this point being up that high, or this curving around. I guess I need to make this a little bit bigger first. There. I don't know, not crazy about it, but it works, and it gives you something to do, so you can have your one big saying and then a smaller Bible verse saying. All right, I hope that helps you have some ideas, and you can make variations of this. All right, happy Photoshopping.